She broke my heart. She just she broke my heart into a million pieces. Eh, it was bad. Hey, yo. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate the fact that you guys are here. I appreciate you guys. I really thank you so much, so much, so much from the bottom of my heart. I'm about to get into another story time, but before I do, please feel free to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel for more stories to come, but most of all, please share the video. Please share the video. Let's get these messages out there. Well, let's spread the gospel. Let's share the word through the stories. I mean, they're fun. You're gonna see from this story. It's gonna be a great one. And again, if you have your own stories, please, again, my socials are down here. Please feel free to link with me and let's just talk. Anyway, it's time for another story time, so let's get into it. You dig? So this story time takes me back to when I was about 14 years old. We were heading off to the coast for one of our school trips. It was gonna be a lot of fun, so I remember we gathered together in school. We put all of our bags together and we put them on the bus. That's right, it was a road trip. So we got together, everyone was hyped, everyone was excited. I mean, there was a whole bunch of sugar. Put sugar together with 14-year-olds in a bus for about 5 hours. You can only imagine the type of things that went down in that bus. So much hype, so much dancing. I mean, people are everywhere. People were just whoop, whoop, whoop. It was actually just too much hype. I mean, it was long. It was long. The last thing that you wanted to do was to fall asleep, actually. Because I mean, you can imagine what would happen to you as a 14-year-old. Cameras were all around. You just wake up and you find your pictures all over Facebook, all over the internet. So the last thing you want to do is fall asleep, right? So fast forward to about 7 or 8 and we finally get to the hotel. Finally. We find our roommates, we get our keys, we get everything set. Our bags are taken to the rooms and we are shown the ropes of the hotel. So for instance, the time we're gonna go for dinner, the time when we wake up for breakfast, the time when we do all those different things. One thing that we were shown was how we were supposed to use the phone, right? That's important to the story. So we go, we have our dinner, we have our bags taken to the rooms. Everyone is just out there having a good time, chilling, enjoying each other's company. And eventually it's time to go to the rooms. We're told it's bedtime. But you know, the thing is, we didn't actually go to bed. It's about that time, you know, those late night talks that usually come around when you're chilling with your friends and you're talking. We were a bunch of guys. We talked. Call it guy talk.
Don't leave me! Don't leave me!
So yeah, we were talking just about 14-year-old drama. So what's the meaning of life? What is my purpose in this universe? What will I be when I grow up? Does she really like me? You know, those topics that really just bothered a 14-year-old. So we got to that much anticipated topic of who our crushes were. Everyone was waiting for it. We knew it was coming. It was finally time. So we were about 4 and we go around the room and everyone is talking about their crush. Everyone is expressing themselves, talking about the... I don't know, we were quite romantic for 14-year-olds, but anyway. So it gets to me and I'm telling everyone who my crush is. Guys look at me and they're like, Aja, for real? You know she's here. She's on this trip. I look at them, I'm like, I know. I saw her today in the bus on the way here. Man, anyway, this guy was like, Martin, are you gonna do anything about it? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, come on, you know she's in the block right opposite us, right? So they separated us. They put the girls in one block and they put the guys in another block, I think for ethical reasons. So this guy's like, you know she's in the block right across. Are you gonna do anything about it? I'm like what? He's like, bro, you gotta shoot your shot. I'm like, I don't think so. Sorry, no. He's like, come on, man. You gotta take your opportunity. I mean, you're in coast. You have the beach, you have the sunset, you have the sunrise, you have so many opportunities for you to actually shoot your shot. I'm skeptical at first, but then, you know, he's starting to make sense. I'm like, you know what? Okay, sir, you're right. I'll do it. You've convinced me. I'll do it, okay? I'll do it. The time comes and we're making decisions as to what I'm going to do. We decide, okay, I'm gonna call the room and when she picks up, I'm just gonna tell her. I don't know why we thought doing it over the phone was a good idea. but that's the plan that we went with, right? So we're about to call, and we decide that's a bit too basic. These guys are like, I no, that's a bit basic. We don't do basic here. So I'm like, what do you suggest we do, guys? And one of them looks at me, he's like, you know what you should do? You should sing for her. You should call her and you should just sing for her.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Pause. Put a pin in that one. You know I can't sing, right? Bruh, you know I cannot sing. In fact, just disclaimer, I can't sing. To save my life, I cannot sing. Put a gun to my head, tell me sing the alphabet in harmony or in tune. Bruh, you're going to suffer. Just shoot me. Just kill me now. Kill me, because I can't. So anyway, this guy is like, come on Martin, just do it, just try. I know you can do it. How you managed to convince me, my brother, if you're watching this, how you managed to convince me to sing, that had to be supernatural intervention. It was God, because I didn't understand how. But anyway, so I agree. I'm like, fine, you know what? I'll sing. So this guy calls the room. He goes to the phone, he calls the room, he dials the number, he's like, hello. The person picks up and they're like,
Hello?
they ask, is this person here? The person on the phone is like,
Yeah, just give me 2 minutes, let me get her.
so this is the point my heart is beating, because like I'm like nervous. Am I actually going to do this? So my friend is on the phone and he's like, hello, there's a special dedication from the one. He was actually this dramatic. There's a special dedication from the one, the only Martin Papa Spark. And then he puts the phone here and he puts it here in the center. So my heart is racing, but I have to do it, right? Again, I can't stress this enough. I really cannot sing. Please understand me. But somehow in the moment, I was so convinced that I was the singer of singers. I could have been on a concert for all we know. So he puts the phone down and I just start to sing. I go for it. Now prior to the phone call, we made this decision. We went with the song choice, the most interesting song you could think of at the time. We went with the song, drumroll please, Grenade by Bruno Mars. Oh, I'm cringing. I'm actually cringing right now. But we thought it would be a good idea. It just felt right for the moment. So this guy, he puts the phone down in the center and I just have at it. So I'm like, I will catch a grenade for you. And you see, I've just told you I can't sing, but so I'm just gonna read the lyrics. Yeah. Oh, I'm cringing. So I was like, I would catch a grenade for you and throw my hand on a blade for you. I would jump in front of a train for you. I would do anything for you. I would go through all this pain, take a bullet straight through my brain. Yes, I would die for you, baby. I would die for you, baby. Yeah, anyway, I don't, man. Yeah, now just imagine that, but I was singing it. I don't know, I felt accomplished. My boys were actually, they just felt the song, they were feeling it as well, because I would be like, I would catch a grenade for you. And then my friends in the background, they'd be like, ooh, ooh, just harmonizing for me. And I was like, you know what, guys, we all just have to admit that we couldn't sing. I'm sorry, but we just couldn't. So it was good. The song ended, and at the end I just come up with this poem. I'm like, you know what, girl, I would do anything for you. I'd literally give you the world. I'd go to the moon and back for you, girl. I just want you to know I've had a crush on you for the longest time, and this is the opportunity. Like, super dramatic. I was like, man, I'm so cringe. But that's what I did. That's how it went down. And all I remember is on the other side of the phone, I hear,
Aww, thank you.
And then like she hung up. So I didn't know what that means. In my mind, I'm like, I just got a girlfriend. That's the only explanation. That's it. There's no other explanation to it. She said, oh, that's it. I'm in a relationship now. Can't touch me. because I'm in a relationship. So I look at my boy, I'm like, you guys, y'all are just the real MVPs right here. I don't know how I can thank you. Asantini Sana, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. So I can't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I'm excited because I just got a girlfriend. Obviously, it was super fun times. Next morning comes along and let's just say she had us in the first half.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
It was awkward. She rejected me. She broke my heart. She broke my heart into a million pieces. It was bad. Hey, yo. But it was fine. It was fine. You know, it wasn't fine. She broke my heart. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. We move on regardless. But why did I tell you this story? It's actually really fun. By the way, before I tell you, before I move on, it's really interesting how even in the song, Bruno is like, but you won't do the same. First of all, this song was just so dramatic. Would you actually jump in front of a train for this person? My word. Okay.
Okay.
You do you, man. But anyway, so why do I tell you this story? I feel like this has technically happened to each and every one of us. I feel like we've all been sung to this song by Jesus himself, because he would literally catch a grenade for us. He would throw his hand on a blade for us. He would go through all this pain. He would die for us, baby. He would literally die for us. He did die for us. He did take the cross for us. He went out of his way to lay down his life on behalf of each and every one of us. But even after all this, the weird thing is, just like in the song, we wouldn't do the same. There's so many instances when we have rejected Jesus, when we haven't really actually been willing to do the same. Just like she rejected me. I'm sorry, I'm over it. I'm not hurt. Biggest gesture known to man is the fact that he actually did it. He went through with what he was saying. See, the thing is, I was 14. Now, I don't know how I'm going to tell you this, but sis, I was 14. I probably wouldn't have died for you. I'm so sorry, but I mean, I was 14. It was hormones. I just was saying stuff so that you could be my girlfriend. But I probably wouldn't have died for you. I was young. Yeah. But plot twist, because Jesus Christ actually died for us. He actually pulled through on his word. He was like, I will lay down my life for you. Why? Because you're my friend. Scripture talks about in John chapter 15 and verse 13, it says, greater love hath no man than this, than a man lay down his life for his friends. That's the ultimate form of love. If you're willing to actually die for someone, I feel like that's the epitome of what love is supposed to be. In fact, thinking about it, Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 25, my guys, my brothers out there, we have been called to die, to literally lay down our lives for our wives. Why? Because that's genuinely love demonstrated. We are supposed to cherish them enough to actually put our lives on the line to ensure their safety, because that is love demonstrated. That's the epitome of what love is supposed to be. So when Jesus Christ says that he would literally be willing to die for us, that's love demonstrated. In fact, he did. John 3:16. I know it. Do I not know John 3:16? Yeah. Am I a Christian? For God so loved the world that he gave his own. That's the one, I know it. John 3:16 actually says that for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. It's not every day you find someone willing to die for you, willing to lay down his life for you. And the fact that he has done this is sort of a calling for us to do the same thing in direction towards him. In fact, 1 John chapter 4 and verse 19 talks about how we love him because he first loved us. It's weird how I know that, but not John 3:16. So I'm calling on you guys to actually reciprocate the love of Christ, to show him the type of love that he showed us. be willing to give him your life just the same way that he gave up his life for us, that he laid down his life for us, that we may have life, and life eternal actually. So with that, that's my story time, that's my calling, you guys. I really appreciate the fact that you listened. I hope that this was beneficial to you guys. Until next time, I'ma catch you guys for another story time. Yeah. Toma, I don't even know this song. So. I would throw, my word. This guy knew I was trying to sing. I would throw my, oh come on, really? Yeah, they knew, I would catch a grenade for you. Martin, your voice is bad, it's terrible, don't do this. Take a bullet. No, I can't.